If I achieve just one thing in life, what should it be? Now, it tells you a lot about modern America that that's even a question. No person, certainly no man in the previous, say, 15,000 years would have asked, what should I achieve in life? There's really only one objective in life, and that's reproduction.
The only goal is reproduction. Okay, standard conservative stuff there. Take a look at the direction he then pivots in.
Next time you read about someone who's got like 27 arrests and he's been arrested for some horrible crime, and he's a complete ne'er-do-well, if not menace to society. George Floyd, for example. Find out how many kids that person has. So you're reading the paper or some website and you're judging this guy. He's never had a job. He's got 27 drug arrests and he finally shot someone. Damn those Soros prosecutors. And I agree with you 100%. But push a little more deeply into his background and I'd be willing to bet my late model car that he's got more kids than you. So who's really ahead? You or George Floyd? You or the guy with 27 drug arrests? The guy with 27 drug arrests, if he's got more kids than you, he wins.
I think there's a case to be made that that is amongst the most racist things I've seen a millionaire looking into an expensive camera ever say. The idea that it is irrelevant what you achieve in your life. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as, like, I'm just gonna come up with a black name. If they have more kids than you, you've lost. You've been beaten by them because they had more kids. Despite the fact that the example I'm gonna come up with was murdered by a police officer, they still won because they managed to have more kids than you. Is like, it's so wildly racist, Ida, that I don't even know how to respond to it. What do you think about that?
That's the white rage that your boy was talking about. This is what I am saying is that first and foremost, the fact that white people are scared that they're gonna be outnumbered is what's fueling all of this. And they continue to say this stuff that by 2050, the majority of the people are gonna look like Barack Obama. Everybody is, the census said they're, and so they're feeding that. That's what they're saying is, do you want these people to outnumber you? I mean, it's racist, it lacks humanity, it's downright cruel. The fact that he used George Floyd as an example, it's all intentional. It's all intentional. We had all these uprisings that were global because what people had to witness was a man being, lynched in broad daylight. And we just made it. He just tried to make it okay. He was just like, that man, you don't want more of those people out in the world. Instead of pointing out the man who put his knee on his neck and killed them. That's who you don't want more of in this world. But the fact that Tucker Carlson has been racist, and it's not a surprise to us. He said many racist things as he continues to have a platform. But the fact that he is speaking to a group of people in this country that agree with him is why we continue to have problems. Because if the American people found some solidarity, the people that are not above that line, and were able to say, you know what, we got a lot of problems, but right now our biggest problem is these people who have their feet, their proverbial foot on our necks. Let's find some solidarity and let's clean this place up, and then we'll get to all the other stuff, which is very idealistic and unrealistic. But they continue to feed it, and we will continue to have these problems because for every Tucker Carlson, there are 10 me who don't agree with anything that he said and ain't afraid to call him a racist. I have all kinds of words in my head right now because that, what he said is, the other thing is the fact that men should be worried about reproduction. Reproduction is a woman's right. These are the people who don't want you to have an abortion because they want you to have a lot of kids because they want to make sure there are a lot of white people in the world. And it's all very basic thinking. Like, if you think about it, it's like, it's just like they're like, you know what, multiply and be fruitful and multiply and say it says it in the Bible. But, they don't want women to have they want to run a woman's body because Tucker Carlson is not going to have a baby. He's not going to have a cesarean. He's not going to have an episiotomy. Yeah. He's not going to be in labor for 9 months and get paid less money and not have the proper maternity leave. He's not going to experience any of that. He just gets to sit there with his little smug self, living his rich life, telling people what they need to be doing with their bodies. And I say no.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's a reason that all of them focus so much on having more kids. There's definitely the racial element. They desperately want, whether it's him or Alex Jones or Elon Musk, they desperately think there's not enough white kids being born. But then also there's not enough future workers being born. We don't want there to be fewer workers so that they get more power, just pump it out. And also, like, having kids is super expensive. And if a bunch of poor people are burdened by all the kids they have because they listen to Alex Jones, then maybe they're so busy that they can't actually challenge the status quo. It's very helpful to them in that way. And also convenient that Tucker Carlson, a guy who loves to pretend that he's some sort of anti-elite populist or whatever, like every time he has to come up with an example of the villain that you should be enraged about, it's something like George Floyd. A guy who not only was not in control of things, wielding like, the machinery of power and politics and the economy, he was literally killed by law enforcement. But like, if he wanted to come up with an example of people who get away, like have faced so many charges and have a bunch of kids, how about Donald Trump? Donald Trump is facing 91 indictments. He's got a ton of kids. I know he doesn't remember all of them, but he's got quite a few. Why not be mad about that? What about all of what Elon Musk has been alleged to have done in terms of crushing unions and accusations of sexual harassment and what Reuters has found at Tesla and all that? That dude's got 1,000 kids. So why is it that the populist can't come up with elite criminals who also have so many kids that you should be angry about? It's always them trying to get the peasants to fight each other in the mud. It's absolutely disgusting.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.